and welcome to the interview on France 24. My guest today envisions ecology through the lens of profitability. He believes solving climate change is a fantastic market opportunity. He's a world explorer and a passionate aviator, as well as a doctor and psychiatrist, an inspireer, as he calls himself, the initiator and chairman of the Solar Impulse Foundation, Bertrand Piccard. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being with us.
With pleasure. Hello.
Hello. Bertrand Piccard, you are well known for your achievements, the first solar flight around the world with a plane powered by the sun without using a single drop of fuel. And before that, in 1999, the first ever non-stop round-the-world flight in a hot air balloon. Is saving our planet your new challenge?
I would say yes, but not saving the planet in a naive way, because saying that nature is beautiful and we have to protect it is not enough. What I want is to bring technological solutions that can protect the environment in a financially profitable way. It means it also creates jobs. It makes life better for everybody also on the social level. And this is possible today because the clean technologies are so much better than they were before that now they are profitable.
A lot of people are currently asking to go back to normal, to the way it was before the COVID-19 crisis, but you're saying we shouldn't.
Back to normal, back to the past is really dangerous. What did we have before the crisis? We had a world that was fragile. It was destroyed by a virus. It was unstable. It was unfair. It was polluting. It was on the edge of a recession already. So if we have a crisis, it is not to have it for nothing. It is to learn something. It is to get out of the crisis much better than we were when we entered the crisis. This is why we have to call our habits into question, and we have to find completely new ways to make business, new ways to protect the environment in a profitable way, and also new ways for the industry, new outcomes, managing the waste, circular economy, all the energy efficiency development in our planet. All this is a fantastic hope for humankind, but this is in the future, it's not in the past.
And you claim that solving climate change is a great market opportunity rather than an expensive problem?
Absolutely. You know, what I believe in is not to fight against growth, because this brings a social chaos. But it's also not to go into this unlimited consumption, because this brings an environmental chaos. I believe in qualitative growth. Qualitative growth is when you create jobs and make profit by replacing what is polluting by what is protecting the environment. And all these new infrastructures, technologies, systems, programs, all this is the market opportunity of the century. We can make all the infrastructures of the countries modern, efficient, energy saving, environmental protecting. And this is just a fantastic business opportunity for the industry, the economy, and the finance.
And you believe that we can still maintain a good quality of life even while taking care of our planet?
We will have a much better quality of life if we take care of our planet for two reasons. The first one is what I said before. It is now a market opportunity to take care of the planet, to take care of the environment. But also, you know, it's not only about climate change. It's just a question of fighting pollution, which is destroying the health of the people. It is about protecting the natural resources of our planet in order to have enough food, enough water for the population. It is about a healthier life. If you have smog in the city, it's not just climate change. You are getting a cancer, you are getting bronchitis, you are getting acute asthma, and this has to be included into all the political discussions about what to do today.
So with your foundation, the Solar Impulse Foundation, you are aiming to find 1,000 clean, efficient and profitable solutions that are not only good for the environment, but also for the economy and that create jobs. Can you give us a few examples of the solutions you have already selected?
Yes, absolutely. On our way to the 1,000 solutions, we have now 537 technologies or systems or products that receive the label of the Solar Impulse Foundation because they are credible, they work today, they can go on the market today, or they are already. They are profitable and they protect the environment. And this is in the field of water, desalinization with solar energy, purification of water, detection of the leaks in the water systems of a city. It's in mobility, with hydrogen, with better batteries, with systems that can reduce the particles emitted by the thermal engines by 80%. It's in the field of construction with much better insulation, smart buildings that can be off-grid. It's in the field of industry, like producing stainless steel with 99% less water and 91% cheaper. It's in the field of agriculture, where you have the seeds, for example, that are protected by a special product, natural product, that requires less water and less chemicals in order to grow them. You see, in every field, you can be more efficient, more profitable. And by the way, it protects the environment. So you see, even if there was no climate change at all, it would be logical as much as ecological to use these systems and these products and technologies.
How do you convince political and business leaders, those who have power, to follow that path, especially when they have other priorities such as getting re-elected or making profit? How do you motivate governments and industries to take action?
I show them that the best way to be re-elected and the best way to make profit and to create jobs is to implement these new technologies, because it is more profitable today to protect the environment than to destroy it. It is more profitable to be energy efficient. It is much more profitable to have circular economy and to make a good waste management. So all this is a language that they can understand. You know, the goal is not to say the planet is beautiful, we have to protect it. The goal is to talk to the people who are decision makers and show them that it is in their own interest to do much better and to be more ambitious in the energy policies and environmental targets.
You're also very involved in finding sustainable solutions in the aviation sector and airline industry. What are some concrete measures that could be implemented to reduce our carbon footprint, especially now that international flights are going to resume?
Yes, there are three levels. The first one you can do immediately. It's about offsetting the carbon that the passengers are producing. And this is very cheap. With a €5 offset of carbon on a seat in an airplane from Paris to Spain, you cover your emissions of CO2. And this can be reused for reforestation, to convert coal power plants into solar or wind energy systems or things like that. This you can do immediately, and you would be carbon neutral. But of course, you have now about 20% that you can do with operations, more direct routes, constant distant approaches, electric tractors on the airports to bring the airplane to the threshold. This has to be done. And then you have the third level, which is the new technologies. We will have, in 10 or 15 years, electrical airplanes for passengers, short or medium haul, not yet transatlantic or trans-Pacific, but 50 seats to travel 1,000 kilometers, electric. It means either with batteries that are charged on the ground, not like Solar Impulse was charging with the sun during the flight, or using hydrogen that is converted into a fuel cell to produce electricity and water. And this can be also used. And the French government was courageous enough to launch a program for an absolutely clean airplane by 2035. And I think it's really credible. You know, the people who say it's impossible should be careful, because the one who said it was impossible to fly in 1903 with the Wright brothers seemed really ridiculous afterward.
Bertrand Piccard, you are also a doctor and psychiatrist. Why are we so afraid of the coronavirus but not of climate change?
Because the coronavirus is an immediate threat. The climate change is a threat that goes on the long term. But I agree that it's not logical, because when you have 2 degrees of temperature increase in your body, you run to the doctor and you say, I'm infected by the coronavirus. And when the planet is 2 degrees more in temperature, people don't care. So I think it's ridiculous. And maybe to change the perspective of climate change, we have to speak more of pollution and less about climate change, because pollution is something people feel. Pollution makes people sick today. Climate change will make people sick maybe in 10 years. So a lot of people say, okay, we have time to react. No, we don't have time to react. We have to do all of it now.
Thank you, Bertrand Piccard. Thank you very much for sharing your vision and your ideas for a better world. And thank you all for watching. Do stay tuned for more news on France 24.
Your needs are changing, and so is France24.com. With articles, reports, the latest international news, all our programmes available on replay, together with live broadcasting 24/7. Intuitive, fast, and available in 4 languages. France24.com. Liberté, égalité, actualité.
At France 24, our goal is to follow the news around the world as it develops and keep you informed at all times.
The coronavirus pandemic is hitting us all hard, not just in France, but everywhere. We at France 24 are determined to provide you with reliable and verified information as the world confronts the biggest health crisis for a century.
Wherever we are, however best we can, we're trying our utmost to keep on bringing you the very latest news.
France 24 is on the ground, reporting from the field in English, French, Arabic and Spanish. Keep watching and reading on France24.com.
France 24. Our mission is to inform you.
Liberté, égalité, actualité.
Today, half of all Syrian doctors live in exile because of the war. As survivors of the bombings in Ghouta and Idlib, they're experts in crisis management. These doctors bring vast experience to their adoptive countries, like France, during the coronavirus pandemic.
Il y a la Syrie, ma mère, si vous voulez, qui m'a donné la naissance. Il y a la France, ma mère adoptive. Et moi, je trouve maintenant, c'est mon devoir de leur rendre service pour la France pendant cette crise.
When the war is over, many hope to return to their country and rejoin their families.
هذا النظام كان وباء على البشرية يا جماعة. يعني اليوم اللي راح يزول فيه هذا النظام عن وجه الأرض أكيد راح نفكر نرجع على سوريا.
Facing the coronavirus with these Syrian doctors on the front line of the pandemic in France.